Now that you have your beginning page published, I just want to show you again the difference between the page you can edit and the page that's published. The published one is ones that the world will be able to see, and that you'll find will be your address.weebly.com. That's the published one. Now, going back to the actual editor, this is the difference. See how it says weebly.com editor? Whatever you do here will not show up on the published version, the one that I'll be able to see and everybody else will be able to see if they have the address, will not happen until you've done publish. So for example, if I decide I want to make this bigger or I want to modify this somehow, maybe I want to just call it Michael's. And I've changed the text. When I go back to the published page, you'll notice it didn't change. Even if I hit refresh, it doesn't change. The reason is it has not actually been saved and uploaded yet, or in this instance, what's known as published. So come on. See if my internet poops out. Go back here. Well, that's still running. Once I actually hit publish on this, then when I click on this link, it shows the edit that's been made. So I just wanted to show you that, the difference between that, which has the editor. I will never ask you for this link because it would require your username and password, and I don't want that. But I will later on be asking you for your actual website link. So let's go back to the editor and let's start building the menu. So the way that Weebly is set up, if you haven't messed with this before or it's been a while, is over on this side, you have what are known as the widgets. These pieces here are ones that you can drag and drop and add new things to the layout of the page. If you want to remove those, whenever you have this piece right here is the gripper bar. That lets me drag it around. This one right here lets me have some, like it's like right clicking essentially. So I could copy a thing if I wanted to. And then this one right here is to delete. So I can click on that little red box and do delete. All right. But what I want to do is I want to start messing around with the menu. So let's set up your basic menu structure. So over here are the basic pieces you can use to drag and drop over onto an existing page. Changing the title, putting a new image in there, setting up a slideshow. But what I want to do is I want to go to this one that's pages. This right here is this is what your menu is going to look like. So depending on what layout you chose, your menu might be in a little box in a corner. It might be on the left side. So it's going to vary, and that's why it's going to be a little different. But essentially, these pages you're going to have look pretty much the same as mine as far as the menu along this side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get rid of this contact one. I'm just going to go ahead and hit delete. And I'm going to add a new page here. And what I want to do is I want to go ahead and add a standard page. And I'm going to call this projects. And hit done. You'll notice it automatically put it over here on the page. I'm going to add another page. Actually, no. Yeah, I'm going to add another page. So I'm going to start with, and we can move these things around later. I'm going to start with the magazine cover. I'm going to hit done. Add another page. Magazine spread. Going to add another page. Personal collage. Going to add a one in here called Illustrator How To. Going to add another one called Resume. Do another one. called personal brand. All right, so you take a look here. I just added a standard page. That's the key part. So do a standard page. And I just realized I want to change one of these. Oh no. I don't know what the heck I just clicked. Somehow I clicked off of the site and it took me back here. So I'm going to go over onto this one and click on edit. And I'm going to go back over here to pages. And I'm actually going to delete the projects page because I just realized I actually want to make this one like a container. I want this one to hold all of those other projects, which means I don't want to click on that one. I want to be able to have that one show up on the menu, right? Like this. I'm going to choose for projects. I'm going to make a new one and I'm going to call it a non-clickable menu. And I'll show you why here in just a moment. So let's call this one projects. Do done. All right. Over here on the left-hand side, you'll see there's 3 dots. This will allow you to drag and move them up and down. Over here to the right has the properties, so you can go back in and rename them if you want. It's also going to allow us to copy, which is going to be useful later. What I want to do is I want to go ahead and move my projects up here. Now notice what I just did is it accidentally indented it. I want to pull that back so they're all lined up. I'm going to change the about to about me. And here is the order I'm going to put things in. I'm going to move personal brand after about me. I'm going to move resume after personal brand. I'm going to move magazine cover to the project. Personal collage, magazine spread here. Okay, so you're going to put them in this order. Home, project, personal collage, illustrator, magazine cover, magazine spread, about me, personal brand, resume. Now that's getting pretty long. You got to click on this more to find them. What we're going to do now is we're going to nest, meaning we're going to tuck them inside of some of these. So with this part right here, I just realized again, it's been a while since I messed with Weebly. I want to delete the about me. I'm going to add a new non-clickable menu. I'm going to call this one about me. And I'm going to move that one above personal brand. I'm going to add one more page now that I think about it. Artist statement. There we go. Okay, so here we go. This one, you'll notice the little symbol. You've got the home page. Projects, little hard to see on my screen, but when you click on it, you can see the name projects right there. This one is a menu, non-clickable menu item, as opposed to standard page. What I'm going to do is I want to nest this one inside of here. So I'm going to hold my mouse button down on the 3 dots and I'm going to pull it over. And I'm going to do the same thing with Illustrator, being careful not to pull it too far over, because if I pull that over, watch what happens. I go to projects, then I have to go to personal collage, then I have to go to the Illustrator how-to. I think it's nice with this is you can just drag it back. Move that one in so it's just one level in, one level in. So now when I go to projects, it's got them nice and neatly tucked inside of there. For the about me, I'm going to do the same thing. Going to tuck those 3 in. And for now, those are the 3 menu items I want to have. Now we can talk about ways to modify this as we go along, but as far as a beginning point, that's what I'm looking for. So I'm looking for you to have a home page. The projects page is a non-clickable item. Make sure that that one's non-clickable. and the About Me is non-clickable. So we're going to be adding more pages and more information into these projects pages later. But for now, what we're going to do is we're going to set this up where it's home, projects, these 4 project pages nested inside of there, and then the About Me with these 3 pages nested inside. Once that's done, click Publish. Listen to my dog walk around the dining room. What are you doing? Move. And then you can click on the actual live page just to see. It just takes you to an empty page for now. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to set up the basic structure of one of the project pages.